Hey guys, it's me Dashama, and I am really excited to share this practice with you today. Lately I've been doing a lot of teaching specifically with Kundalini Yoga, Kriyas, mantras, and practices for Tantra, so Kundalini Tantra. And it's a path of yoga that is thousands of years old, and commonly it's a little bit misunderstood. So a lot of people consider like Tantra to be just sex and very sexual, and there is that side of it, but then there is also a very beautiful spiritual side of it that I want to share with you, and that you can practice at home, and you can practice alone or you can practice with a partner, and it really can help you to cultivate more power, more energy, and even to increase your stamina as far as in life, not just sexually, but like also sexually as well. So there's many benefits. It's kind of numerous, and if you're interested in learning more, feel free to connect with me. My contact information, my website, and everything is in the comment or in the section below. But I'm going to be teaching you a little practice that you can do at home, and you just start seated in a comfortable cross-legged position, or what we call in yoga easy pose. And one of the most important aspects of this practice is for you to become connected to what we call mullah bandha. So mullah bandha is down here. I'll kind of show you. It's like in your sex area, like between the vagina and the anus, there is a muscle group. And so what you learn in yoga and in the Tantra Yoga Kundalini Kriya is to engage these muscles. So there's a practice called, like when you're pregnant or when you're a woman, you do Kegels, and so you engage this muscle group, and then pulling it in and up strengthens it. So it's kind of like weightlifting for your muscles down there. And then with time and with practice, you can strengthen that so much. But the other thing that it does that's really powerful is you can awaken your Kundalini. So this is one way to awaken the Kundalini, is with these practices. We call these Kriyas, and I teach these in my yoga teacher trainings and at retreats and things like that. But basically, you're going to contract that muscle down there. So you're pulling it in and up and hold. And then what you can do, you can work with it. So you can pull it in and up, hold, and then you can pulse it. So like just pulsing, and you start to feel a sensation. And then along with that, with this specific practice I'm going to teach you today, you can also incorporate a breath and a mantra and an intention. And so what you're aiming to do is awaken that energy, that it's like the sexual life force, really, but you can channel that into things other than sex. So a lot of people are ruled by sex, and it kind of just like runs their life, and they're always chasing sex, and it's quite unfulfilling in that sense, because you never feel completely satisfied when you have this approach. So I recommend doing this practice. And over the years, many people have asked me, do I feel that you should do like celibacy for yoga? I've done both. I've done celibacy for 3 different times for 1 year each. So it's a very powerful spiritual practice, and it can really transform your life, especially if you feel like you're in the category of like a sex addict, or somebody who like gets really attached, or there's any issues around that. Unhealed sexual energy can really destroy relationships and can bring you into a really bad place, just emotionally and mentally, physically, and things like that. So I highly recommend, if you're having any of these issues, you can contact me if you have questions about this, but basically you can try celibacy for a while, and then while you're doing this practice, a very deep spiritual work needs to take place. So where you go in and you're actually healing the sexual energy, so that when you do reapproach a relationship, you're able to have a healthy, fulfilling, loving exchange. And so that's my purpose for this video, and also to help anybody who maybe you already have really good energy in that regard, but you want to awaken your Kundalini and you want to have practices that raise your energy, give you more life force, and connect you to the universal life force, prana, and flow state of consciousness. So when you're in the flow state of consciousness, you have access to direct universal consciousness, so you don't have to really think so much. It helps you to have more success in your business, in your career, or in your relationships, or even just with your health and with your life, because when you're connecting to the universal life force energy, you have all-knowing. So all-knowing is the best place to be. When you don't even have to store the information, it's just channeling it from a very deep well of powerful wisdom that exists in the universe, and you have access to this, and this is always available to everyone. But most people are blocked from accessing this wisdom or this information, which we can access through our intuition. It comes through the sixth sense, the third eye, and in order to activate that, you have to do some practices, right? So you can do this, like strengthening your body, you got to strengthen these aspects as well. So it's not like a traditional muscle like a bicep, it's more like a spiritual muscle, or not even a muscle if you want to think of it more like expanding that energy center. So maybe you have pretty good intuition, but you can work on this area and you can strengthen it and you can expand it, and you can kind of start to experience a much wider viewpoint. And you can see sort of like the eagle, right? An eagle sees, they call it eagle vision, and in yoga we even have an eagle pose, right? So eagle vision, so it's where you can see wide and really far, and you're able to see more. So that's the goal of this practice, and then many of the practices that I teach is so that you're able to access more of life, right? So more success, more happiness, and an expanded and continually evolving, continually expansive level of awareness of life and in every aspect. And your health can continue to get better, and your relationships can continue to get better, and your career and your success, and every aspect of your life has the power to get better. So let's do the practice together. Practice along with me, and be sure and leave a comment and let me know what you think of this practice, if it helps you, and also if you have any requests for the future. I'm happy to consider doing specific practices or anything that you guys are requesting, because I'm going to be starting to make more videos here on my channel, and I'm open to topics. Okay, so let's start. And this is going to be super simple, but you're going to engage mullah bandha, right? So that's those sex muscles down at the bottom, like you're going to hold your pee in, right? So pulling in and up, and you got to keep that engaged. Now what you can do if you want for this practice is actually pulse it. So you're going to engage and pulse it. So it's like this, right? Down there. So it's like pulsing, and then from here, or you can just hold it. You don't have to do the pulsing, but just hold and lengthen the spine, shoulders down and back, and pulling in the belly a little bit. We're going to do what we call Sat Kriya. So Sat Kriya, your arms are above the head and you have your hands like in a fire mudra like this. So if you're a woman, the left crosses over the right, and a man, the right crosses over the left for the thumbs. The index is extended, the fingers are interlaced, and then just lengthening the spine like this. And then the breath is a fire breath, so it's like this. And your belly should come in and out. And the mullah bandha is pulling in and up. And we're going to do this just for a few minutes. So we'll do 3 minutes, and at the end of 3 minutes, we're going to hold the breath for 1 minute. So let's begin. And in your mind, you're going to do the mantra Satnam, which is truth. Ready? Begin with me. Be sure to focus your awareness at the center of the forehead, or at the heart, or at the tip of the nose. And keep the Uddiyana Bandha engaged. going, 1 more minute. Keep pulling Mula Bandha up. "15 seconds to go. Keep going. And release. You're going to take your hands down by your knees. Inhale, take a nice deep breath. And we're going to hold the breath for 1 minute. Keep pulling Mula Bandha up. Inhale deeply. And slowly release. So you should feel really amazing after this practice. It does generate a lot of heat because that's the fire breath and it's the fire mudra. So if you get a lot of heat, I hope that you feel good. But basically what we're doing is we're awakening your Kundalini, which it's energy. So if you awaken your energy, of course you're gonna have more heat in your body, but it's a very powerful thing. It can also increase your metabolism, and this will also help you to lose weight, or at least create a balanced, healthy weight for yourself and a healthier life. And so there's so many benefits to this practice. This is just one kriya. I'm going to be teaching more kriyas in the future, as well as more meditations and different practices for Kundalini Tantra, which is part of the system of yoga that I'm teaching with Pranashama Yoga Institute. So hopefully you like this video. If you feel that you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. If you have any video requests, leave those as well. And let me know what you think. Click like, share with your friends if you know people that would like to learn how to increase their energy and have better sexual energy, as well as purify and kind of shift away from addictive behaviors into a healthier way of being. And this is all available to everybody. And so through the yoga practices, you can truly transform your life. And so I'm dedicated to sharing these practices with you. I hope this benefits you in many ways. And I'm sending you much love and aloha from Maui today. And I'll see you again soon. Namaste.